Today's show, we have so much to go over. We have a massive rebound for DOWGE. We have huge price action for MOMO. Keeps making all-time high after all-time high. We've got massive news regarding other low market cap cryptocurrencies, which you guys might like the look of. So I'll give you guys my analysis on these coins, whether or not they're worth it at the moment and what we can see price-wise in the future, right? Just before we go any further, guys, as always, I have a free Telegram group you guys can join to talk about these coins nice and early before they pump. There was just a 50x called in the group, which was a coin that went from 200k market cap to 10 million market cap, which was bonkyo. I'll be popping up a screenshot right now proving that. There's just so many runners happening in these groups at the moment. So guys, if you want to find coins nice and early, we've got a community speaking about it. I have also dropped a private Discord group, which I'm dropping early crypto alpha in there for the guys that are more dedicated to making money in the crypto cycle, and I'll allocate more of my time in there. I'll be working on it pretty much 24/7. I love doing this, and I'm glad that I've been making a lot of my viewers money at the moment. A lot of people have gone on early to a lot of coins, so I enjoy doing that for you guys. So if that's something you want to be a part of and you want to be able to talk to me more often, then join that link in the description down below. So just recently, we have seen a massive rebound in DOWGE. This has been absolutely amazing for the people that have just bought the dip, right? So I always tell you guys, buy during the fear. That's always the best time you want to buy, right? So I was telling people the whole time as we were going up, right? Here, be careful, guys. Be careful. Everyone was laughing at me because it kept making higher after higher, all-time high kept happening. And I was just like, look, guys, I've been in crypto for a while. This doesn't always last. There will be a retracement and it'll be very aggressive because it hasn't really built some form of support. I mean, you could argue that this was a level of support, but like I said, guys, there was a massive sale. We talked about that before. Over 200,000 was sold in one clip, over 240,000, and then another clip of over 140,000. So guys, we did see huge sell pressure, and we saw it wick to this level here actually at about 38 million market cap, and we did say that was going to be the next level of support. So as you can see, guys, it did reach this level of support. That's great news for people that had a buy order, but you know, I don't think there was many people that filled that order. But like I said, guys, it did show a lot of bearish signs. So we did have that head and shoulders pattern play out. So we got the left shoulder head, and then we had the right shoulder, and then we fell down. But now that we've had that initial drop and it scared all the paper hands out, this is exactly what you need in these projects to go even higher, right? So we've had that initial shakeout. From the exact top, guys, we've seen a 66% correction from the top, which is absolutely massive. It's kind of typical in meme coins, even the strongest of meme coins. This is what happens. All the paper hands get shaken out. So we have seen that massive retracement that we've been really looking for. And now I think this is a great kind of place to park your money in towards, right? This is a beta kind of play for SPX, right? So if you guys are interested in the whole SPX narrative, I think DOWGE is going to benefit off that greatly. And now we have seen a resurgence from the lows, and I believe this is a 2x from the bottom. So congratulations to anyone that was buying the dip on DOWGE. 111% gain from the bottom if you did catch it at the bottom, which is pretty unlikely. But regardless, if you're buying it around these levels here, guys, where it was coming up again, I think you'd be in a great profit, right? So DOWGE looking great at the moment. Definitely did get a few people concerned, and I think a lot of the paper hands have been shaken out, right? So one important thing to look at as well, so we did have that downwards trend broken, and that's the level you're looking for to kind of enter again, guys. So if you're looking for that confirmation there, we did break that downtrend of lower highs, and that's exactly what you're looking for. So DOWGE is looking amazing at the moment. Let's go, right? Now, the main one I wanted to speak about in this video is MOMO. MOMO is one we have so much conviction in now. MOMO is pumping for a multitude of different reasons, guys. MOMO is one of the least manipulated cryptocurrencies that are available at the moment, especially in the meme coin sector. MOMO is sitting at 40 million market cap, pretty much all organically, right? If there's something you want to look at, right, guys, if you look on crypto, Twitter, you look on YouTube, there's not many people speaking about MOMO that are very, very high or high up in the YouTube space. And that is one simple reason. None of these people have supply over MOMO. So you've got a few smaller YouTubers talking about it, including myself. MOMO isn't one of those cabal released cryptocurrencies where you get all these people talking about Brett and coins like that, right? Where people got in extremely early and they're milking it. MOMO is pretty much all almost organic, right? Holders, 8,000 holders, and there isn't someone with more than 2.5% supply. If we look here, right? So the top holders have limited supply as well, guys. This is exactly what you're looking for. And if that isn't enough, guys, the whole bonk narrative has taken over completely in the whole Solana space, right? So we did see Pump.fun come out with Pump Swap, and they kind of ruled the space for a moment here until bonk, this whole bonk ecosystem came along and completely took over, right? So we did talk about MOMO at these levels here around that 13 mil mark. I said, hey, look, this was reaching a breaking point here where it's either going to break out to the upside or downside. And I believed it was a great time to stock up on MOMO, because with how crypto is at the moment, guys, extremely bullish. And we do know that M2 money supply is increasing. We thought the upside was the most likely scenario, right? And this was a fantastic trade. And I think MOMO is one of those coins that you can comfortably hold at the moment, right, guys? So I think MOMO is following this trend line very, very nicely, guys. So on this current uptrend, I think we are going to see all-time highs with MOMO again. So we did see that wick up to about 48 million, 47 million, and we're getting excited about that. We thought we were going to finally break the 50 mil mark. I think we're going to see something very, very similar to this price action here I'm about to show you. So a little bit of climbing and then a retest of this trend line and then exploding to new all-time highs. I'm predicting about 60, 70 million in market cap. I think this is one of our safer parks at the moment. Like I said, the narrative at the moment with crypto, especially in this whole Solana ecosystem, is the bonk ecosystem, because it has completely taken over Pump.fun, Pump Swap. I think this is going to continue to grow. And yes, you can park in bonk, but MOMO is a beta play to bonk, and this is much, much lower in market cap. You're much earlier to this, right? So we did talk about that key level down here. In fact, this whole channel here pretty much was an accumulation phase for MOMO, because we did see that initial run up and we did see the strength, guys. And like a few other people have noted, this was pretty much one of the strongest cryptocurrencies at the time. That's why I wanted to speak about it, and I thought it was a great opportunity. The narrative's laid out there, guys. I think to fade MOMO is doing yourself a disservice. So have a look at MOMO in your own time, guys. This is looking incredible, and I think it's going to push all-time highs yet again. Next coin is AWR, which is one of our favorites here on the channel, and we have been speaking about this for a very long time. One of the hottest cryptocurrencies at the moment, which is showing a lot of strength, right? And in fact, on my private group, I did put out a buy signal for AWR. The reason being, guys, we have seen this trend line officially broken, right, guys? So I was talking about how this 6 mil resistance, guys, we always get sold off at this level here, this 6.5 to 7 mil region. This is basically the trend line supporting that. And we did break above this, right, guys? My concern was obviously not breaking this confidently, and we didn't really. However, what we're doing now is retesting this level, and we might be using this level as support rather than resistance. So if we bounce off here, like I said, guys, if we hold this 6 mil level and we do bounce and use this as support rather than resistance, we are going to all-time highs, guys. I am saying that right now. We are going confidently past all-time highs. I think this is one of the best risk to reward trades you can make at the moment. With a community that's decentralized, like I said, the supply is spread out, right? It wasn't contrived from the start. It wasn't a cabal release. AWR is one of the most organic communities you'll find in the crypto space at the moment. And, you know, just take a look at this banner here. This is what it means to these people. All these people are creating signs. It's a brilliant community, guys. Let's talk about a few tweets that I've tweeted out regarding some of these coins. So insane reversal for DOWGE. All the shaky paper hands have probably sold. People that haven't experienced their first aggressive meme coin selling pressure have been shaken out. So this is typically what happens in crypto, guys. If you're new to the space, very, very easy to shake you out of good positions, because it's scary when the price goes down, right? You get scared, you think it's going to zero, and people just sell when they don't really want to. Only the believers are left. If you're new here, this type of drop needs to happen to continue the next leg up. This is standard price action in meme coins, especially ones that ran up this hard, all-time highs soon. And this is very true, guys. If you look back at any graph regarding Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, these top meme coins have all retraced massively over the years. Next one I want to talk about, AWR. Only the true AWR holders know the joy of seeing a potential breakout from this level. Been an insane resistance for so long. If we break this time, we're off to all-time highs. So I did make that Twitter post last night as well. MOMO FOMO is at all-time highs. This ship is taking off and brutally leaving behind all the doubters. Bonk ecosystem has taken over. The revolution is here. So guys, like I said, I believe MOMO is pretty much your best bet you can make in the meme coin sector at the moment. It's one of the strongest charts. I mean, if you compare it to DOWGE, MOMO is holding up a lot stronger than DOWGE at the moment. And I think just as a beta play to Bonk and how secure the whole Bonk ecosystem is looking at the moment, I think you have to get involved in MOMO. That's my opinion. Next up, let's talk about some micro cap runners that are happening at the moment, right? So I want to speak a little bit about land. This is looking very strong. I haven't even mentioned this in my Telegram group or anything. I'm just pointing this out because I want to show you as an example of how to find these 100x meme coins. So for example, land. If you're familiar with crypto, there was a trend going on before about Housecoin. So Housecoin absolutely flew, reached over 120 mil in market cap, I believe, or maybe that was the top, 121 mil. And this was one of the hottest cryptocurrencies at the time. Now, obviously, with the way the world is at the moment, people can't afford houses that comfortably. So let's just buy a house coin instead, right? One house coin equals one house. That was the narrative. And now people are making land coins. So it's easy to spot these narratives if you've seen things in the past. So this is where experience comes into finding these coins. Looking very strong at the moment. Look, guys, I think if it holds this uptrend here, I think it's going to continue to perform extremely well. Land coin, the greatest investment. We do know land and houses have pretty much been the best investment. 1.2 million market cap. It's looking very strong. Going through a retracement now. Have a look at it in your own time. It's just looking strong. On a similar kind of narrative, we have Coin, which by the way was mentioned very, very early in my Telegram as well. About 300k in market cap, so it has done more than a 13x. Coin is essentially spinning off the narrative of debt, right? The meme coin that pays off America's national debt. So it's a fun, kind of funny narrative to play off. And I think people just love this whole traditional irony in meme coins, right? So debt coin, house coin, going on about those types of narratives. This is looking very strong as well, guys. And I'm not telling you guys to buy this coin. I'm telling you guys to just have a look at it in your own time, right? These are some runners that have caught my eye lately. Next coin up is OMW, or On My Way. And I'm not sure why this has been not doing so well lately. I believe this coin has a great narrative behind it. It's known on Twitter. It's a known meme. People are memeing it on Twitter. And I think we're very undervalued at the moment. We're retesting this level here that we've found support at before, and we're just sitting below it, right? So it'd be interesting to see where this one goes. I believe this is going to have a strong bounce and find all-time highs. That's just my opinion though, guys. I think this is a cheeky, very, very risky runner. You know, this isn't something you'd get into with high conviction, but this is something I believe can run and do really well, guys. So that's a meme coin I've been keeping my eye out on. Next up is Useless Coin, which has just completely caught my attention because simply look at this. I mean, this is one of the strongest cryptocurrencies I think I've ever seen in my entire life. This thing just keeps going up no matter what the market condition is. There's no huge retracements at all, but there's all these healthy corrections along the way, right? So it's not just straight vertical. There's all these healthy points in time where this coin did dump a little bit. So I think Useless is probably one of your best hedges in the markets, right? So if you're somebody who's getting involved in the markets, and I did see something about Useless just always following Bitcoin. So I think Useless is one of the best cryptocurrencies to get involved with. Definitely one of the strongest looking meme coins in the space. This is absolutely wild, right? So I think if you're looking for something that's higher in market cap, not going to give you insane returns, but something that's going to continue to perform really well as long as the market goes up, I think Useless is there for you guys. Breaking out as well right now, guys. So it did break past this last all-time high, and it's trying to do so right now. So we are going to see all-time highs very, very soon, in my opinion. Now, the main reason why I did speak about Useless as well is because I believe Trash Coin is a beta play to Useless, right? So I'm using Useless as a reference point for where I think Trash can go. So Trash Coin is essentially a beta play to Useless, in my opinion. So Trash Coin has exploded past this downward trend that we had, so the lower higher trend, and we did get that hefty correction that we did have in a lot of these other coins. So I'm pretty sure FCK925 had the correction. DOWGE, MOMO had a little bit of a drop off, but it's been a lot stronger than these other coins. But yeah, a lot of these very, very hot coins at the moment did have a hefty correction, and now we're on the uptrend again. So got rid of those paper hands in this coin, and it has exploded ever since. So we did see a 76% correction from the all-time high with Trash. So that would have been absolutely brutal for you guys that are involved in Trash. But yeah, Trash Coin's been performing extremely well, guys. I think we're going to see all-time highs very soon, and we've nailed some trades on this in our free Telegram group. This has been a great coin to trade. It's recently got some exchange listings. I think it's going to continue to do really well. and I think it's a beta play to useless. So I think it's going to keep going up following that. And I see Trash reaching 50 to 100 mil sometime in the future. That just about does the video today, guys. That's my analysis on the market and some hot coins we've been speaking about for a while. Let me know in the comments down below what coins you were involved in and which coins you like. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.